Hey all you gamers, if you want to know how to get crazy damage numbers like this in an area effect, then stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Whee.
Welcome back all you guys and girls. So as you saw from that, I was getting over 430,000 damage. And what if I told you that this build wasn't perfect and wasn't complete? So this is for the new armor set that's just come out. And what I'd like to show you is a build that I think is absolutely amazing. This is one of the most fun builds I've ever played in a Division 1 or 2. Absolutely amazing. So if you have a little look here, one of the main things, if you see my damage now, so this is standard damage. $272,000. To be perfectly honest, that's not bad at all. I haven't got perfect stuff. It's good, very good, but it's not perfect. However, if I get a headshot, $348. So how did I get over 400? Well, chuck a grenade over it. Don't even have to be at them. Get a headshot. 439,000. That will wipe almost anything in this game. Really, really good build. So let's get into the nitty gritty, shall we? So obviously it's the new gear set that's just come out with this season, and that is the Eclipse Protocol armor. What I've got on, this one here, I'm actually lacking a piece, because what I need the vial mask. Once I have the vial mask, this will be a complete perfect gear set. You'll have gloves on there, knee pads, holster, and of course your chest piece. Just over here, the creme de la creme, should I say, is the Acosta's Go Bag. This is a really, really underused item for tech builds. It's really good. Really, really good. Really good. Who doesn't like having extra grenades, extra ammo, extra status effects, extra repair skills? It is so good. And if you have a look here, it also grants overcharge, and that's what we're lacking. It's really hard to get overcharge in this game. There's only two real ways of getting it, as far as I know at the moment. Obviously I'm just going back to the game after a year off, so I might be a little bit wrong, but as far as I can see, it's on a weapon such as this, which is the new mechanical animal, and that gives you future perfection. So weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 19 seconds and stacks up to 3 times. And if you have a little look, its weapon kills at tier 6 grant overcharge. Now if you're a tech build, you will almost definitely be 5 or 6. I would imagine you're running 6. If you're not at 6, there's probably something slightly off with your build, unless there's something I'm missing. But yeah, what you tend to do, you throw a grenade at your enemies, and that grenade pretty much procs the overcharge, which, like I said, is amazing for all of your skills, which I'll go into afterwards as well. And then the thing that aids on top of that, if I press the right button, if you have a look over here, most people up here, what they tend to run, they're either running that or the new Harmony gun. I'm not sure if I've actually got one of those. I haven't got the Harmony at the moment, but it is this. It's perfect in sync is on the Harmony, and on this one it's got in sync. So hitting an enemy grants plus 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Obviously if you hit it and plus then do a skill move, you get 30%. With the perfect, you get 40%. However, for this, I thought to myself, we're running a pure status build. If you have a look at my gear, it's okay. So you can get better. You can get better. I think obviously it's pushed up a little bit because this one has 10% status and 8% status, and obviously they will have to come off. The green gloves will have to go on, and then we'll have the vial mask. But the vial mask actually does a really cool thing, and what it does, it puts kind of a like tick damage on your move, and the tick damage is really good. It's kind of based off of your grenade. I believe it's half of what your grenade's overall damage is, and it ticks for that. But I've yet to see it in action because I haven't actually completed the season yet, but I'm hoping to bring that to you within the next couple of days. But as you could see here, what I tend to put on my gun is, if I can say it correctly, perpetuation. Headshots grant plus 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. That's really good. Really good. So like I said, just if you get a headshot on its own, bang, 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 348,000. That's massive. And if you've thrown a grenade, obviously it's over 400,000. I would imagine it's quite a bit more with the mask as well. Even if it doesn't tick for quite that high, the extra tick damage added on top of it should make it significantly more. Definitely more. And this build is probably, like I said, the most fun build I've actually played. So to summarise, you'll want perpetuation on your gun. The mask will be the vial mask as soon as you can get it. The armour will be obviously the normal set piece for Eclipse Protocol, as will the holder there, and the knee pads, and of course the, I was going to say arms then, and of course the gloves, and then you'll have the Acosta's go bag. And what you'll want to be aiming for is mainly status effect. Higher the status effect, the better. And then what I've gone for, which I think is probably the best thing in this for this build, is definitely the sticky bomb skill. It is so good. You literally start off your each area by shooting someone in the head or shooting someone in the body, and then proccing it. And with the grenade as well, you get the extra damage, like the overcharge damage off of the grenade, if you literally just throw it. Even if you don't throw it at the enemy, you've got 15 seconds to then sticky someone. It is really overlooked in this build, and I think it's what kind of sets it apart. So yeah, I think it's a really strong build. Definitely the best one I've played with so far. The gloves, I spent 3 days farming for the, if I can remember correctly, BTSU gloves, I think they're called. And then I looked online and found out they'd been nerfed to the ground. So I was a bit disappointed with that, because that's what I did want. I wanted both of them slots as BTSU, the old version, before it got nerfed. So obviously we've had to improvise a little bit. But yeah, grab yourself that perk. And grab yourself, obviously, that chest. And that backpack. And then the vial mask. And you are set to absolutely decimate every area. So there's quite a few skills that you can actually use with this current setup. The one that I find is the staple of it is this one right here, and that is the sticky bomb. I absolutely love this skill with this setup. So as you can see, we're on the hardest we can put on challenge without doing anything. No mucking around. Over 270,000, large area effect, everything over the other side of the room, all proccing off each other. Still going. Started again. That had to have been about 30 enemies. That's not too bad. And like I said, the setup's not complete yet. Still got to get in a mask. So I find that is kind of the staple. You always want to have that on. And then I like to have, and this is down to your own preference, I like to have the Stryker Drone. The Stryker Drone pretty much does not actually do anything for our status effect, but it does do constant damage, and it does pick up kills, and it does kind of gather a little bit of aggro, so you can kind of do whatever you want to do. So I really enjoy having this. Like I said, I'd always make sure I'd have that on. This one, what you could have, another one that does absolutely amazing damage in this build, really, really top notch, is this one right here, the Airburst. The reason I don't put it into this build, because what I would have on is the left hand side as the sticky bomb, right hand side as the Airburst. If I could make this work perfect, which I can't. I don't know if it's an Xbox thing or if it's a me thing, but I struggle with it. I've had it a few times when it just kind of decides to bounce back, come back to me, or miss the targets altogether. But let's have a little look, shall we? Right, so like I said, we're going to just chuck that over there. Not even going to aim for them. Then we're going to drop that. And right, so with me, that is hitting them. Come on. It's going to prove me wrong now. It has. Right, so like I said, if it does do it, really good. Really good damage. If you can make it work, use it. I'm struggling in missions. With missions, whenever I'm targeting them, for some reason, a lot of times the ball will just decide not to go there or jump back to me, or it will miss them. Like I said, it may just be a me thing. I may need to get used to it. Been away for a year. Maybe I'm lacking in a little bit of the skill. But yeah, so like I said, that is a really good one to have. Another good one. So what was it? The Hive. The Hive is really, really good. But one thing you'll notice with this, the bleed effects are nowhere near as good as the actual burn effects. So we're not going to do any proccing or anything, just show you the standard. So obviously they've already been hit, that's why they've got no armour as such. But even with that, look, 59,000. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. We haven't done a headshot. We haven't used our bag, so you can get a lot higher than that. But it's a lot of work, and it's a lot easier to do this. I think we'll stick with that one. Right. So another good one to have. And this will be the last on the list for me. I think this pretty much covers all the ones that I tend to use. And that is, if you're thinking to yourself, how are you going to throw the grenade? How are you going to get a headshot? How are you going to do the sticky? The easiest way, throw the grenade anywhere. It doesn't even have to be at them. Get the headshot and then do the sticky straight away. Bang. Quite easy. Not always perfect. Sometimes it can go wrong. But it doesn't go wrong with this. What's that? No one uses these. Well, you can with this, because you've got the damage. You're not even going for single target damage. Someone else can do a single target damage. You just want to take out all the ads. So with this, what you do, look at that area effect. Right, so everything in the world is completely stunned forever. And you're going to go, right, have a grenade, have a headshot, have that as well. and that's everything in the world cleared as many times as you want to do it. Right, I'm going to chuck on some gameplay for you, and hopefully you enjoy it. And like I said, if you want to subscribe, join the Surf Squad, welcome aboard.